Zeke. Good morning.
Morning. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy Saturday. Hey, like our backdrop today?
We're outside.
Outside. Yes.
It's cold.
It's what, like 7:30 in the morning?
Okay. First off, 2 weeks ago it was 108 degrees and we were dying.
Yep.
This morning it's 40 degrees where we are.
And I'm loving it.
And I'm dying.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
It's 44 right now, right here. You can almost see my breath.
That's what I was just doing. I love it though.
It is beautiful
the
here. It's gorgeous.
It is. It's been a little hazy because of the fires in Yosemite, and now there's a huge raging one in Redding, California. So depending on which way the wind's going, we're either getting the Yosemite smoke coming up from the south or the Redding coming down from the north. So that's not very fun.
Redding fire is horrible.
It's awful. It's almost like the Napa one last year. That, was just devastating, wiping everything out.
Yeah.
There's also one down in the Idlewild area, but I think they're getting that one pretty much under control. Idlewild down in Southern California.
Yeah.
We have a friend, Paul, that lives down there, and he's always posting these beautiful pictures of his wildlife and the trees and everything. So speaking of wildlife and trees, we have...
And by the way, where we are, we're at our Camp Host site in
Truckee, California.
Truckee, California, just south of Truckee, north of Lake Tahoe. And again, it's just beautiful here.
Yeah.
And for the most part, it's kind of quiet. You'd think with this setting behind us that it would be just pristine quiet, but we're right next to the Truckee airport.
Yeah, we're near the airport. So, and there there's a little area that does glider rides, so there's planes constantly circling over, pulling the gliders up, and we can see the planes descending into the airport from here. Commuter jets, private jets, that sort of
Things
thing.
like that.
So
flying in and out.
not great big DC-10s or anything, but
there's quite a few of them.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it really is. It's gorgeous. The Camp Host job is
so far has been pretty good.
Pretty good. You know,
Knock on wood.
we've been here almost a full week. You know what? 4 days.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Kind of
got here
right
a little
in.
bit. So.
Yeah, we were supposed to start our August 1st. They wanted us here a few days early to kind of get trained. Well, we arrived here on Monday, had a bad storm that broke one of our vents.
Hailstorm.
A hailstorm broke one of our vents, but we got pretty lucky compared to some areas of the United States where some trailers are tipped over and, you know, lots of other things worse than just one old vent cracking. But we found out that the hosts that we were replacing, they had family emergency and had to leave right away. So they left on Tuesday, the day right after we arrived. So we moved in here and jumped right in. They
trained us quickly, you know, for like an hour, maybe half hour the first day, and then the second day in the morning, a very quick walk through the park. Here's what we do. Here's how we do it.
And we have a binder that has like directions and stuff because there's a real deep cleaning that you have to do on the two bathroom buildings. And it's very, very specific and detailed, so it made it really easy for us to get the job done just by following those directions. And the rest of it is, I mean, we don't have to handle any money or deal with any payment. There's a machine that does that.
It's all credit card, debit card operated here. So it makes it pretty simple as far as our part compared to what we did last year.
So far.
And we've learned a lot last year, so we kind of, you know, jumped right in as these guys were leaving and thanked them for what they did show us and tell us. And we have a couple rangers that are here on duty basically every day.
Yeah, there's somebody here every day.
So if there are any issues in the park, we take it to the ranger. We're not the bad guys. We're not the cops this time around like we were last year.
Yeah.
And I did get a message, I think it was Facebook, it could have been on Instagram. Somebody said, are you going to post any videos of your camp hosting? And I said, yes, we'll do a few from where we are because last year we did a whole summer's worth of them. And there goes a private plane. That may be one of the gliders.
That might be, yeah.
That they're
Like
pulling the glider. Who knows?
Yep. Kate, go ahead.
But we'll get those videos out to you here. They'll be sporadic. There won't be near as many camp hosting videos as there was last summer. And I think what I'll do is I'll put together a playlist of all of our videos from camp hosting last summer. And over the next couple days on some of our videos, we'll have a link to that. Plus it'll be at the end of the videos where it pops up where you can click here and go look at those playlists. That'll give you some idea of what we did last year, and then we'll have some from what we're doing this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show this campground. So we kind of cover the first couple of things all in one. Kaylee is loving it here.
There's so many little critters and birds, and we have chipmunks and squirrels.
There's 2 little chipmunks, and they're teeny tiny, and there must be siblings because they race around, chase each other, and tumble and roll, and it is hysterical.
She's already started calling them, oh look, there are the twins.
The twins. The twins, and then there's little ground squirrels and stuff, and there's a couple of them that are young, and they chase each other and stuff, and Kaylee's just running window to window, or she'll sit in the front door and she'll look out the window because they'll dart underneath the steps, and she'll go, whoop, there goes one.
And I've checked the underside of the RV and made sure that there is no access points at all for these little critters to get up inside. So there really isn't. I've crawled under there and made sure I've put
the steel wool
up in a couple little places just to keep them out. But for the most part, there's no place for them to get up inside of this thing.
Yeah, we just have to be careful and make sure that we keep our bay doors closed all the time and not open. I think that's probably how a mouse got in there at one point before, because we have checked, ever since we had a cat bring her kittens up into the underneath of this, we've
sealed everything off.
Pretty much tried to be real careful about that. So I think that a mouse got into the basement by jumping in an open door at one point.
So now we make sure if we're getting something out, get it out, close the door right immediately.
Away. No leaving it open.
Especially here, because they are running all over the place.
Yeah, they're so cute. So, like we said, Monday we got here, we had the storm. We had to go to a temporary site first because the other hosts were still in this site. The whole plan was, for them to train us for a week. So we were going to stay in one of the other sites for a week, and they would be here, and then we would move over when they left. But anyway, we ended up leaving over here on Tuesday. We got all set up and everything, and then we made a trip to Reno to go to Mom's so we could pick up my Kia. And we visited for a while. I surprised Tom and my mom by asking our daughters Jolene and our grandsons, Max and Alex. Hi, Max and Alex.
Just to show up, and it was a surprise.
It was a surprise for everybody. Even my Aunt Muriel, too, she was like, nobody told me. I didn't know they were coming. I said, nobody knew. So we had a great visit. And then when we went to go leave, I pulled the Kia out of the carport where my mom had the car. And Tom's looking at the tires, and he's like, turn your wheel. So I turned it, and right alongside the treads, it's all cracked. They're just got too dry.
Dry rot on tires, and that it's been 2.5 years that we really haven't driven that car. It's been driven a little bit every time we come back to this area, but it sits.
To keep tires good, they need to roll on the road and be heated up. It helps the rubber. Just sitting in the dry Nevada heat.
So I told her, I said, put it back in the carport. You're not driving this thing. It's not safe. So when we have a day off this next week, I'm probably going to drive into Reno to her mom's house. She'll follow me in the truck. I'll jump in the Kia, and we'll take it and put new tires on it. And that way it'll be safe, and we can drive it for the next 2.5 months while we're up here and not have to drive the big diesel doodly all over the place.
Right, and not have to drive that back and forth to Reno when we go to visit our family and friends and stuff. So, we did that, and that was It was a nice visit.
Mm-hmm.
It was great to see the kids. The boys have gotten so big. Yes, Max and Alex, you have gotten big since Grandma and Grandpa saw you last. One of these days, Max wants to be in one of our videos.
Yes, he does. So we're gonna bring them up here, and they're gonna spend some time with us. And
we hope.
we're gonna do a grandson video.
Ooh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. It's really not much else, huh? Because we've just been trying to get acclimated. There's most of the stuff here is just kind of, you know, checking on everything, making sure everybody's got current tags and that sort of thing. But there is one day a week when you have to do a real deep cleaning. I mean, we check them every day, a couple times a day.
The
bathrooms, I'm sorry. A real deep cleaning of the bathrooms, and they have very, very, very specific instructions.
Because this is a Corps of Engineers park.
Correct.
So they're real strict on keeping everything pristine and clean, and as pristine as can be.
Yeah, and sanitary. I mean, there's a lot of, I mean, it's, you know, bleach and
Scrubbing bubbles.
Scrubbing and hosing it down.
Not
from
that we have to
ceiling
scrub,
floor.
but you spray it all, you know, and let it sit, and then you rinse it with a hose.
We scrub it with the brush, too, if there's
yeah.
anything that won't come off just
You know
with
what
the
I mean.
And scrub
But
out
hey,
the sink with cleanser and
you
that
know,
sort of thing. So.
and they're pit toilets.
Right.
They're not flush toilets. Both bathroom buildings are pit toilets, but they really super keep them clean here.
Yeah, so we check those
And it
every
didn't
day.
take as long as I thought it would, you know.
You know why? Because we're very methodical and we're very, we work well together with stuff like that. So it's like, as you're doing something, I'm following
Yeah.
right behind you with the next step. And
Yeah.
we just got into a real good flow and rhythm, even though it was our first time. So
Yeah. It didn't take near as long as what the previous host told us and what I thought it would take us. And I'm sure the next time we'll even, you know, we'll it's done, it's clean.
yeah, I think it's one of those things where we're very quick when we do stuff. Not that we're not thorough, because we are. It's just the way we work.
We're focused.
We just don't go in there and go, oh, da, 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 oh, da, da, da. It's like, you want to see that again?
One other thing that we did yesterday, I crawled up on the roof and I gave the gave Talo a nice head shine yesterday. I guess I got up there with some Dawn and a big old bucket of hot water and a big rag, and I scrubbed the entire roof. We'll have some video on that, not a big video, but some video on that coming up. Probably in a throw up Thursday. It'll be part of one of those. But as I was doing it, you know, I did a little corner and then I rinsed it off. And I looked at it and I looked back at the roof and I'm like, okay, I don't notice a difference. So then I did, you know, like a third of the roof, stood back and looked at it and went, okay, maybe I do see a little bit of a difference. But once it dried, the whole roof was like white. I mean, a bright white. I guess, you know, while it was still wet, because it's a rubber roof. And when it's still wet, it just doesn't look very white. And boy, when it dried out and I went back up yesterday afternoon and I looked at it and it was like, holy cow, it's a clean roof. Somebody did a good job.
Yeah. Yay. We cheated today. We are dressed because right after this we were going to go do our rounds.
That's not why. It's cold out here.
That's why I did it. We'll have to grab something to eat first, though.
It's actually not cold. It's chilly.
It's chilly, and it's wonderful.
I'll say it again. It's 44 degrees this morning. Up in the mountains. You got to love it.
I do.
We finally hit the high country and the coolness. Still gets warm during the day, though.
Yeah,
it may be 40 overnight. It'll warm up to 91 or 92 during the afternoon, which it's supposed to be this afternoon. 92 here for a high.
But generally it's in the 80s here,
That's a big
right?
spin. The normal high is about 88, 85 to 88.
Yeah.
So
it's just been unseasonably hot everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So
which
true.
isn't helping all the fires.
So true. Who was talking to us about the fan? I can't read what you wrote down.
JT from John.
JT, that's
from
right.
Scenic Byways.
Our refrigerator is still cooking along.
It's still working
It's
fine.
working. I did find that little ammonia leak where the little, the ammonia's coming out and it's yellow.
And it's just like one little teeny tiny dot.
And it's
basically.
not like it more and more is there.
And it's still cooling. I still think you were saying you don't think it's the fan now, but I do think it's still the fan.
The fan motor burnt out.
And that little leak. And what probably happened is that clamp we showed you fell from up above, wherever it was, nicked the pipe.
I think that's it.
And fell on the fan and busted both things. Or,
Yep. I would say I'm 100% sure that is what happened.
Because there was no problem with the refrigerator before.
Investigating it and looking at it and looking at how the clamp could have fallen. You're pulling this thing, everything's going to shake. And it's been several months since we had that slide worked on, but that clamp probably wiggled its way loose and fell, nicked the pipe, hit the fan, and that's where it lodged itself when I reached up in and found it and took it out. But for right now, the refrigerator's cooling. We do know the fan does not work. I have not heard that fan kick on, so...
But JT offered a fan that he has. We're going to look into that, and we'll let you know, JT. Thank you so much for offering.
Thank you so much for
You guys are so sweet.
It's awesome.
You are just so
sweet.
sweet.
It really is. And Barbara Smith, that quilt that I set my behind on, she did not make that. She's not a quilter.
Not a quilter.
A friend of mine from way back when, who...
His beauty parlor lady.
I didn't go to a beauty parlor.
Oh, yes, you did. You did. He did not go to a barber or Supercuts or Great Clips. He went to a beauty shop.
Hey, now, she worked at Supercuts when I met her.
Yeah, and you followed her around to every beauty shop, and you preferred that because you would stay there for like 2 hours to get a bzz, 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 and be done. Because you're a girl, and you got to... Dawn was awesome. Yeah.
You just called me a girl. On camera.
He's a girl. Yes. Anyway, change the subject. Yes, Dawn made it for us when we were moving up to our bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
When we first left Reno.
She's an awesome friend.
And she made it for us. She's got a her little tag on it that says that she made it for us and the year and everything. And then the quilt that I'm on, the one I have on there right now anyways, it was at our bed and breakfast that we bought, and I really liked it, so I kept it when we sold the business.
Yep.
And I have another one that'll be coming out this autumn, and my girlfriend Rochelle made that one for me, but it'll be a surprise.
What we're going to do is answer everybody's questions over the last couple weeks on YouTube. The YouTube comments we're going to go through. We'll put that video out tomorrow.
I think we have a couple Facebook messages that we haven't gotten back to. Debbie Pickett, I know that one of yours is there, and I apologize for not getting back to it. It's one of those things we'll see it like when we're driving down the road, and it's like then I forget to go back in, so I apologize.
We will get to those answers in a special Q&A video on Sunday. That'll be tomorrow. So we'll shoot that at some point in the morning, and then get it posted.
To get it up in the afternoon.
get it up sometime tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, we'll do that. That it?
I think so. So I don't know if y'all have been seeing the birds flying around back here at the feeder. We have a bird feeder over there and one behind us. We have a nice big area. And
we will include this whole area of where our spot is in one of those upcoming videos. Maybe part of a Thursday video, a Throw Up Thursday video. But it's just beautiful here.
But we really wanted to come to you from outside this morning. Because we wanted to show you outside, but like our windows are really, really dirty, especially from doing the roof yesterday, so they're all kind of streaky.
No garage.
Oh, yeah. No garage. No garage.
Okay, I could use more coffee.
Already? Oh, one more thing. Go Cards.
Oh, yeah. Go
Cards.
Wasn't that a great game last night? You know what?
Cubby Friends again.
I love my Cubby Friends.
We do. We love you guys.
And I'll say it over and over and over. Cardinals are still going to be an 81-81 team this year. But anytime we can beat the Cubs, bonus points!
That's like winning 10 games. So, we hope you all have a wonderful Saturday.
Thanks for using our Amazon link. We truly, truly appreciate it. It is below in the comments or in the description of the video. And if you're a new subscriber, we thank you so much. Click the little bell icon, get notified every time we put up a new video. Only click it one time. Same thing if you're a subscriber. Subscribe once, you're subscribed forever.
And we appreciate all of you subscribers so much. And
So
anybody
much.
that watches our videos.
Share the video out too, or share some of our Tuesday Quick Tip videos out if you would. We'd appreciate that because that helps us with our YouTube algorithm.
We actually have a Tuesday one coming up. We
Yes.
came up with one.
Finally,
So,
finally came up with an idea.
well, it's not a new idea, but it's something, oh, hey, we can show this.
Yeah.
So,
Appreciate y'all.
have a good Saturday. See ya.
See ya. I'm still waiting on my coffee. No. Take this cup with you.